a minute. The only way I'm going to get better internet if every member of this channel would donate so I could get the dongle, get my own car, do it in the car, get my own 4x4, put an iPad in the car, get the T-Mobile dongle, and do it in a nice, cool, air-conditioned car. Because the dongle will work in the car, it's $90, but I don't have a car. I like being out here because it's cooler in my apartment. But I got to talk to T-Mobile next time I go in. Is there a way to increase this? And they claim, I think they're doing 5G now, but I don't know if you can do 5G on this iPad. This is 4G as far as I know. So thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. If I neglected to say that earlier, being there. But Fluffy is pacing back and forth. I don't know what's going on with him. Anybody in here? I don't know. No, nobody's watching, which is on. Like I've said before, if everybody in the channel would donate $1 for 9 years, let's look at this for a minute. I started out with about 200 subscribers. I went to 400, then 900, then 1,000, and now about 1,400. But let's say even 200 subscribers. 200 subscribers a month, $1 a month. 12 months would be 240 times 9. Let's see, 36, 18, $2,100. That would have been in 9 years. If I had gotten it from all 1,400 for the last, let's say, 2 years, that would have been $2,800. But you know, I could have gotten a 2002 Prius for that. Not that I really want to drive a Prius. Aside from my weight, I'm too damn tall to drive the Prius on a regular basis. But and then somebody made a comment on Luke Miani channel. People have known to buy laptops with their own money. Well, if I say Luke Miani bought a brand new MacBook Pro today, and it was about $1,200. If I put away $100 a month, it would take me 12 months to save up. I would love a new MacBook Pro. And he said it's really good for a beginning entry-level MacBook Pro, but I don't have $1,200. And after we sell the current Prius, $100 a month is going to get us a new Prius. So, you know, people think that, hello, Lisa. People think that, welcome. I bought cat food the other day with Kathy's help, and it was $48. And you extrapolate that out for a month, that was $96, and another $30 for my cats, and another $60 for dry food. So add all that up, it's like $170 a month I'm spending to feed the cats so they won't starve. And tonight, Tiny One, the guy who lives there said, no, Talkie. I said, I saw him yesterday. And of course, he leaves, and then Talkie gets scared and runs away. So the little cutie came up tonight, the little cute gray and white one. I got to hold him and give him some kisses. Fed Mama Cat. Fluffy ate something. The Fluffy runs down the stairs. Silly cat. Hello, Tiger Kitty. So, you know, this thing cost me $10 at Big Lots, but it immediately fell apart. This is the only Bluetooth I've got. I don't have money to buy Dr. Dre or Dr. Beats or whatever the hell. What if you can make a headphone made out of Beats? But you know, my Vivitar speaker, the little connector broke inside the speaker, and it's sealed in there. I tried to pry it open so I could glue it, and you can't get the damn thing open, so it went in the garbage. That was about $12. I buy the cheap stuff at Big Lots because it's all I can afford. And then people on the channel, trolls, complain, oh, that's asking for money. I would like to get a monthly donation. People, I even on Patreon got no Everybody else, I make a lot of money on Patreon. I didn't get any. I did videos for 5 hours. Did the man cross street die? I have no idea, and I think it was a woman. I saw a woman on the stretcher, so I don't know. They carted her off to the ambulance, and that's all I know. I mean, people have died in this building. Duke died, but most of the time they get taken to the hospital and they die in the hospital. You know, hospitals will kill you. My mother used to be a nurse. People go there to die. It's a sad side effect of hospitals. If you're really, really sick, you'll die. But they've saved my life, so I have no issue with hospitals. I have issues with failing to get treatment, like my bad knee that never got operated on. I wouldn't be this years ago. Because I would have been on crutches for a year and gained a ton of weight. And all of that. So next month we will sell the Prius. I've told Kathy I'll give $100 a month. I will pay for the Amazon, whatever the hell it is, card. I'll give Synchrony Bank $100 and get my card shopping, and that will give me $40 extra toward cat food, and I'm going to order my shop vac. So that's my immediate purchase. I may buy one. I owe eBay $8.99. I had to block my card because Sonic, my internet provider, wants me to pay $800 for their equipment. And I'm going, are you crazy? So I'm going to send the equipment back, the Eros and the router. And then when I go back to Sonic, I'll have to start the whole service all over again. They'll have to come out, they'll have to go to the equipment room, set up my service, reset the router. But it's only going to be DSL. I can never go to VPN because the wiring in this building is too old. This building is like, I think this building was built like 55 to 59. So let's round off to 1960. This building is 60 years old, roughly. And they're not going to build a new one anytime soon. I've been looking for a booster, but from what I see, there is no booster for the iPad. There's a booster for MacBooks. But now maybe if I had a booster and had a MacBook and had a newer MacBook or a brand new MacBook, I could get some kind of booster dongle that would boost the Wi-Fi signal. But this is not Wi-Fi. This is coming off of LTE. And it shouldn't buffer, but maybe it's picking up all the other junk. If I go to Wi-Fi and I look on the Wi-Fi list, there's about up to 4. There's steel pillars, there's steel railings, there's steel stairwells, steel and concrete. Above me there's steel, behind me there's steel. So it may be that all of this is interfering with this signal as well. I don't know. But anyway, back to Area 51. How are these people going to just show up? I think what will happen, the government will put trucks out there and jeeps and even tanks if they can, armored cars. Kathy's fine. I talked to her tonight. She is having a problem with the cats in that she was petting Cleo, and Caesar got on the bed and pushed Cleo away. He wanted petting too. They're jealous of each other. And she kisses Cleo on the head. Cleo hates it. Cleo bit her today. You just meow. And it's Cleo wanting crunchies, so treats. Oh, by the way, Zoa got her package. Actually, Marty got his package. And Marty got push-ups, or whatever they're called. I put a little treat in there for me, and she sent me a cute picture of him eating. He's a beautiful white cat, eating the push-up out of the package. And she says he's carrying. I got him a bunch of mousies, and like my late Mickey Mouse, very much Mickey Mouse cat, he is carrying the mouse in his mouth all over the apartment. So Marty is very happy, and he'll get more stuff next month. And next month I send stuff to Lucky Farrell's that I haven't had the money to send off, but I've got another toys for him and Crunchies. She told me he loves, so I'm going to send him some money, and that's okay. You know, he has helped me out too, so I'm going to help my friends back a little. But I love kitties. It makes me happy to make the kitties happy. Here comes the van with big fog lights in the bottom. And just turn. I would love a 4x4 for a lot of reasons. Imagine if I went to Area 51 myself, or Rodney wants to go to the Grand Canyon. They found a guy dead at the Grand Canyon. I guess he fell in the Grand Canyon. I told Kathy, you can go to the Grand Canyon all you want, but my fear of heights, I'm not looking over the edge. They have burro rides down the Grand Canyon. My walk, I'd get on the burro would trip on a rock, and both of us would go over the edge, and that would be it. Keep it flying. Damn flies are here. So I don't, but I told her also, I don't like Patty for when she's mean to Kathy, but I thought it was really bad of Kathy's daughter to be so cheap as to not take her to a buffet, not show her the hotels and the sights. So I said, Kathy, if we get a 4x4, or if I come up with the money to rent a 4x4, we will go. The dog has to stay behind. I'm not going to have that dog yapping the whole time, shedding and putting fleas all over the car. But I would go to Vegas with Kathy, and then I would go off and shopping or looking, or have to go to the pinball machine. I usually go to the, oh God, here it goes again. Well, I'll keep talking. I'm recording. Hello, Abram. Abram. Um, I would take Patty to the buffet and show her Caesar's Palace and Luxor and the Wynn and Monterey Bay, not Monterey Bay, Mandalay Bay and MGM Grand and whatever the hell else is up to other casinos. I don't know every casino in Vegas. Paid $75 or $72 for the Wi-Fi. Maybe it'll be better if I could go put this on Wi-Fi. I don't know any better than the LTE, and I don't know what LTE is. I haven't looked it up yet. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I don't have $72 right now to spare. What I'll probably do, put 35 aside and then 35. And then I can get the Wi-Fi dongle. And then later on, once we get a better car, it also gives you a diagnostic for the Prius. You plug it into the OTN port. Can't remember the exact title. It gives you Wi-Fi in the car. And then you'd see me do Wi-Fi in the car, and there hopefully wouldn't be interference if there is now. I tried doing Wi-Fi in the car, and even when we're sitting still, the steel gets in the way. There must be a Wi-Fi repeater you can put in your people driving around with webcams and stuff, but they're doing it through their cell phone. Next year I will have an iPhone. I'm going to buy an iPhone 7 and then hook up cable. Then you can have a Wi-Fi net car with running it through your iPhone. But all that takes money. And I like I said, it would be nice to have all my subscribers support this channel. You complain about the buffering and the signal and the dropping, and yet no one to help me get better devices and better equipment. So it's going to happen, maybe. So this is the best I'm going to do on my budget. And remember, I'm spending even, it's not much money, but it's 25 bucks just to do this. And I have been compensated by being there. I don't know if I lost weight. I'm sure I'm not eating much because not a hell of a lot to eat. I've got 2 TV dinners. I've got lots of pineapple. I've got lots of peaches still. I ate a can of peaches last night. Nothing today. And I had coffee and I ate 2 dinners today because I got really hungry and then I went to sleep. So maybe. But I figure I would have to lose 6,000 pounds. I'd have to lose, for me to feel good and to not get up and but everything hurts in my back. I have to lose at least 50 pounds, maybe 60. Now that I have the cane, my knee is not screaming out, coming back and lying there talking to the cat, screaming. She goes, "What's wrong?" And then my damn knee, I get a spike of pain in my knee. And that means I can get around more. Next month, I will start taking the bus because I'm going stir crazy in here. And I really would like to be able to go out when I pay off my traffic fines, get my own car. My face looks a little slimmer too, but could the Grays abduct my fat, please? Show up and probe the fat and suck the fat out. What happens if all those people show up at Area 51 and UFO? Stephen Greer claims you can call UFO will and they show up, blue lights show up and all that. What if they start abducting people like crazy? You're gonna have massive panic. It'd be like Independence Day 3. What if those aliens from Independence Day show up? The bad aliens, not the happy ET aliens. Do it, Nate? I don't get that. Maybe the aliens don't want. Oh, maybe the aliens don't want Area 51. Maybe they made a deal. You will protect Area 51 at all costs. And I don't think they're there anyway. I think they got moved to Dugway, or they got moved to. I used to know. It's a place that got Bill Burns in trouble. Dulce, New Mexico. I don't think they're there. I think they've been in Utah or something because Area 51 has gotten too much notoriety. They could be in some underground complex somewhere that we'll never know about. Hell, they could be at China Lake for all we know. Maybe that's what set off the earthquake. They're building new tunnels. They found the body of a guy who died during that earthquake today. So, and this guy is predicting a 7.0, and that hasn't happened. So, yeah, abandoned warehouse. Yeah, it's in the old Packard factory. That's all in the Packard factory, and pretty soon RoboCop will show up. Robo Gray. Dead or alive, you're coming with me to be probed. Bum, 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 bum. Robo Gray. I like the RoboCop movies. And I have the remake. I bought it by mistake, and I never watched it. I have the original now, too. By the way, have you noticed, I'm looking at a car down there with red headlights, red taillights, and the license plate thing, and if you look at it, it looks like a transformer. You ever notice how weird taillights look nowadays? They look kind of alienish, strange. They're different models. Will Bob Lazar invade Area 51? I left my lunch there. I'd like to get it back. Yeah. Yeah, we can get Bob Lazar restaurant reviews. Hey, Bob, review the food area 51. Tell us what's in the lunchroom. Yeah, well, we had a revelation last week. Government officials, we have a crashed UFO. So Trump did not confirm it. He said he hasn't told him. We have. It's fuzzy time. Fuzzy time. Fuzzy time. Here, baby. I hated to get up. She was licking my hand and nuzzling me. Oh, wiggly worm. Wiggly worm. Wiggles. Wiggles, wiggles, wiggles. Silly. Okay. I love her very much. My baby. Too much information, Tiger Kitty. Fudgy wudgy. Bird Kitty. I don't know if they ever took El Toro, what they did with it. Maybe they can hide it in El Toro. They closed El Toro Marine Base, or so. The Marine base that you saw destroyed in Independence Day. All kinds of closed military bases. They could put it in Montauk. Where would they hide the aliens? Of course, they're probably on Wright Patterson. Probably have a whole bunch of dead aliens in bins or something. Or we might have Warehouse 13 somewhere. I've been talking about it. I think if it happens, they're going to block the highways and they'll declare it an illegal assembly and they'll start mass arresting. I don't think they'll ever get there. The government is not going to allow people to invade a military base, particularly a top secret military base where they test top secret aircraft, where they test Russian planes, Chinese planes. It's never going to happen. I was amused by two things. Hotels.com. When I was looking this up tonight, they had a blurb. You're going to need somewhere to stay before you invade Area 51 wall. And then someone else, a Pokemon site, to tell if there's these Pokemon hiding on Area 51. So Pokemon fans chimed in. What if all the aliens are in Pokeballs? Because the Pokeball is like a portable hole, it has no apparent weight. He throws it, but you can carry a Snorlax in one of those. So what if they're all in like equivalent of a Pokeball? There's no weight. There's very little mass. There's no gravitational field. You can stuff. I don't know how many. I guess you can only stuff one Pokemon in a Pokeball. Yeah, I saw the Larry King show, and Larry and Stanton Friedman both said they froze their ass off out there. It was cold. It gets really cold in the desert. It can go down to 30. Yeah, but How far are they gonna get? If they go to Rachel, Nevada, Area 51's over here. Rachel's over here, and Pahrump is somewhere in there. Art used to talk about it. It's right over the hill from him. If they all showed up the alien in, that would be something. If let's say 25,000, let's say 10%, or a little less showed up. 25,000 people show up at Alien, and that would be nuts. All winning souvenirs. Those guys would get rich and lunch and stuff. There's no gas stations out there. There's no 7-Eleven. The gas station in Rachel closed. The black mailbox, the guy removed it, kept getting stolen. What the hell are you going to do in the middle of nowhere? There's no porta potties out there. No one's going to, 25,000 people are going to need a place to go to the bathroom. You better bring your own gas. You better bring some water. You better bring emergency stuff. Yeah, Trump was interviewed and he said he doesn't believe in UFOs, but he kind of gave weird answers in that interview. I think he's hedging his bets. Now they may have told him stuff and he's not ready to divulge it. If anybody's going to divulge, if anybody is going to blow the lid open, I think the one guy to do it would be Donald Trump, President Trump. So, because Trump doesn't seem to give a damn about the establishment, he doesn't give a damn about them. He loves the military, but he's going to do what Trump wants and what's good for Trump and what he feels is good for the country. And he may tell MJ-12 to go get hosed. There was talk today already of another guy. We're going to indict Trump. We're going to impeach Trump. The Democrats are obsessed with. I hope he wins. And it will drive the Democrats absolutely insane. And then they even talked about somebody on YouTube was saying that Mike Pence is secretly planning to run against Trump. I don't think that's going to happen. Did you see the story with this car in Arizona that a giant saguaro cactus went through its windshield and it snapped off and it's sticking out of the windshield? It's huge. It's about, must be 6 foot long. I don't know how he ran into it. And how do you tell your insurance company, I got a major damage to my car, it's a cactus in the front seat. So that was weird. And I took a picture from this story of how to get to Area 51. You take this dirt road for 12 miles, and you're there. And it's a photography forbidden. I always wondered about that because does the First Amendment supersede the government saying you can't take photographs of this installation? It'd be interesting if they took that to court and tried to charge you with taking photographs of installation. Jeffrey Epstein, I reserve comment. The man has been charged. This is not necessarily, they claim he's had, multiple sex with multiple young girls. I believe in innocent until be proven guilty, not in the press. So we shall see. Bill Clinton has said he hasn't talked to him in years, and Trump says he doesn't have any dealings with. I think Epstein may have stayed at Mar-a-Lago. So I don't know. I think if they do know anything, they're throwing him under the bus because they're not going to say they know what he's doing. But remember, Bill Clinton was accused of flying to the island where this billionaire supposedly has young girls and maybe young boys and all that. So who knows? Who knows what the rich are doing? I don't even know. I know that Kevin Pollak, I've been watching his interviews. He had one with Steven Spielberg. He had one with Harold Ramis. He had one with Dick Van Dyke. He had one with John Landis. That was fun to watch. He interviewed Weinstein. But I don't know who the hell the guy is. So it's not like Jeffrey Epstein, not Weinstein. I think that's another guy who's been indicted for something. But I don't know who Jeffrey Epstein is. So it's not on my radar, Till these guys show up in the news, who knows? Okay, hold on. I gotta look at that. Well, they do have a sign. I can go in the bedroom and get my sign that said photography forbidden and all of that. That's posted there, or at least it used to be. Some claim the signs have been taken down. Some claim the signs have been stolen. But the picture I have at the front gate, hold on, I'm going to go out of this for a minute. The front gate of Area 51, there is a sign that says forbidden Photography of this installation is forbidden 8 Code 785. So, Title 18 of the U.S. Code forbids photography on the base. So it's posted there, a big red sign. I have a copy of the sign. I have two of them. I can go out and bring them up. I don't have to leave my iPad. So I don't know how you get around that unless they've amended the law. They used to have a sign that said on the military installations. I know I saw one at McClellan Air Force Base. Use of deadly force. There's force is authorized. Whether they changed that or not. If you crossed into the perimeter, they used to be able to shoot you. I don't think for political reasons they would shoot 300,000 people, but you never know with the military. If they did, Trump would not be reelected. But what are they going to do if let's say theoretically, all these people manage to show up and cross into Area 51? How are they going to? What would they do then? And how far are they going to get? You don't have any real. People don't realize how big that base really is. The main base is huge. There's multiple buildings. There's runways. There's all kinds of sheds and hangars. But you're not going to be tromping around in the darkness on the desert. Uh-oh. Look at it. I got to move.
Oh, I got an office out here now, huh?
I'm live on YouTube. It's my neighbor. So, there's no sidewalk out there. It's just a dirt road, and then there's a paved area to go into Area 51. But there's lots of sensors, there's cameras, there's motion detectors. There's weird device that looks something like, here comes Fuzzy. What are you doing, Fuzz? No sidewalks at Area 51 unless they're in there. Yeah, I'm okay. I just had to move the camera because I don't want. He had to get to his apartment. I'm right next to the stairs here. See. And people go up and down the stairs, so I have to move out of the way. He said, you're in your office. I wish I had a nice air-conditioned, cool office. I'm fine. But I can't walk the path here, Although the later it gets... Abram, what time is it anyway? One annoying thing about this, it tells me how long I've been on, but I don't have any idea what time it is. I need to get a clock. Disconnect the bell on my elevator. Why would you need to disconnect the bell on my elevator? Abram, English. I don't do Zulu or GMT or whatever the hell. Every time I look on the Earthquake website, they give me UTC. I go, what the hell is that? No, I'm not using the walker. I got the cane. Walker was for an emergency and the wheels didn't barely turn. That was for that period where I could not put any weight on my leg because I went to the hospital for that, as you remember, because the calf was going crazy. So, what elevator ring? The elevator, you push the button, it dings. That's so the indicator tells you the elevator's there. That's built into the elevator. You can't stop it. A little light goes on. There is a bell there. People have stopped the elevator, and that thing rings when you pull the emergency stop. Yeah, I know what Greenwich Mean Time is, but there's something on the USGS. It says UTC, and I have no idea what UTC is, and I haven't looked it up. So, thank you. 10:30. Okay. I lose track of time in here. By the way, when I went in the bedroom and took my shower before this, it was 80 degrees in there. So it's probably that in my living room. There's a nice breeze out here for once. And for some reason, my tape I put up on my air conditioner came off. So I got my bag blowing in the wind here. And the reflectix work to an extent. So New Orleans is probably going to get hit with a foot of rain. Gavin Newsom is a California politician. And remember, we just had a guy drop out of the 22 or something, 25 guys running for president on the Democratic ticket. They're all going to start dropping out. He has to have support. He's only got support in California because California is full of crazed liberals. Gavin Newsom will not run for president. What does he have? Yeah, hello, Zoe. Well, I signed up for Amazon Prime. They overcharged me to overdue my bank account, so I'll have to. I will do Amazon Prime next year, but the only problem is, what the hell am I going to buy? I have a wish list, and when I get back to my laptop tomorrow, I will put the wish list link, if I can figure out how. I have it on my Mac. And probably what I'm going to do next month is sign up for Comcast, who I hate Xfinity, for $58.95 a month, and so I get to use my Mac again. I miss using my computer. Wish list has a lot of stuff on it. Kitty things, a new shop vac for $35, books, equipment, kitty treats, things I want to give other people as a reminder. Lucky Ferrells and Zoa, and if I could, Lisa, Muffy, and etc. But I don't have her address. Announcer voice. I have looked at sites where you can hire a professional to do a voiceover, but so far I've only found one guy that sounds appropriate, and I got to get a hold of somebody who did the introduction to Lisa Muffin, etc. I'd like him to do an introduction to the channel, but the problem is I don't know how to do that. It's one of my problems. In an iMovie is not live, so other people go live and they have a thing going in, but they have better equipment than I do. They have better Macs and all that. You know, if I were to go get a Space Sit Cat toy, I'm not sure what that is. Hold on. What is this? Oh, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Retracted or apologized. The problem with the Democrats and the liberals and the gun haters is they have this odd thing about guns that law-abiding citizens that own guns are not going out and shooting anybody. They're not crazy. The FBI came out with a report the other day that a lot of these people are mentally ill that go out and do these mass shootings, that they made threats online, that they have mental issues. That's the first thing. Of course they have mental issues. A normal person doesn't go shoot his fellow citizens except in self-defense. So, but you don't threaten the news. Think about it for a minute. You're going to use nukes on people who refuse to give up their AR-15s. We have to nuke the entire friggin' country except for San Francisco that hates guns. Because there are no gun shops in San Francisco anymore. They drove them all out. They voted a law and all the gun shops left. And Oakland doesn't have any gun shops left either. You can't possibly take away all the weapons in this country. People would hide them. They would bury them. They'd put them in aluminum containers, put them under the ground. They'd put them in caches, and they wouldn't put up with it. Well, that's enough. They're totally banned. I think you may be able to hunt in Australia. I'll tell you one thing, I want something of an alligator trying to eat me. I want something better than a stick to drive it off, or a crocodile. But I'm there, you know, when you ban the weapon, the government can come in and come into your house, take you away, and you can't do a damn thing about it. And then the only ones that have guns are the terrorists and the government and the criminals. Criminals don't have to get guns. Okay, there used to be a big gun shop on Telegraph for years. It's gone. And it got burglarized once, but they said it's getting too rough an area. Telegraph at Grand Avenue. They left. So, but New Zealand banned do anything about, they passed these gun laws after a shooting event, but they don't do anything to stop the shooting events, to ferret these people out before they go crazy, like they go into a theater and they go into a Century Theater and call people. Kathy's fine. I just said earlier she was on the phone with her. Caesar got on the bed, pushed Cleo out of the way. Cleo bit Kathy when Kathy was kissing her. Cleo does not like to be kissed. Kathy keeps kissing her because she thinks she's so cute, and Cleo starts, so. Martinez is overwhelmingly Democrat. This state is about 1/3 Republican and 2/3 Democrat, peace and freedom, libertarian, green. I don't know what other parties there are. So, remember, it wasn't that long ago we had Pete Wilson as Republican governor. We had Republican senators in this state, but the influx of illegal aliens, they're illegal, and the state won't do anything about it. They vote. They're allowed to vote, which is illegal under federal law, but they register them to vote. Yeah, well, I don't know. I didn't pay much attention to that. I'm more. Here's a guy walking down the middle of the street. I don't know why. I'm more concerned for the people in New Zealand when they have a major quake. Christchurch was pretty hard hit, as I recall. I could be wrong about that. The lady in Australia know better than I, being there. But yeah, Kathy enjoys chatting. I told her on the phone tonight. I had to tell her on the phone when we weren't live. You need to let me talk occasionally. She has a bad habit of cutting me off, and I can't get a word in edgewise. And some things are important. Yeah, well, I voted to recall Gray Davis, and that may have been a mistake. That was over the smog check 2, and then they turned around and came up with the equivalent of smog check 3. So, yeah, well, the Australians, if they had sense, and I'm not picking on you, should have. And I thought the Australians were kind of like, hell no, we're not going to do that, mate. You can't tell us what to do with that number or whatever. Yeah, but they just, a lot of people are sheep, and they should stand up to the government. The government thinks that the government is for the government, and we forget in this country and other countries the government is for the people. It's not the other way around. The government should never tell you what to do with your own property, but they do it all the time. And what are they going to do? Ban knives, clubs, sticks. I get a crossbow right now, and that's perfectly legal. I can get a repeating crossbow. It's expensive. You can buy crossbows on eBay or Amazon. Yeah, you don't see many people killed with a crossbow. But we don't say one thing: a crossbow will penetrate a Kevlar vest. So, yeah, Ross Perot, the man who elected Bill Clinton. Now, England is nuts too, because they're talking about overthrowing Brexit. They have their own establishment that don't want Brexit, and the evil knife. I don't know how you're going to cut a tomato or roast beef or a ham if you can't have a knife. I mean, it's ridiculous. Only criminals have knives. Jack the Ripper obviously had a knife or something. Yeah, they have a huge knife problem. That's because, and I can't see the ministers of Parliament in the House of Lords I say, Chauncey, I had deuced trouble cutting my steak last night. The Prime Minister banned knives yesterday, and I had to gnaw on it with my teeth, and they were my false teeth. So how are they, you know, how are restaurants going to carve meat with no knives? We slid with cricket bats. Uh, there's a thing called aiding and abetting. If you're responsible for others, you not entice. What's the word? You advocate others' murder. You're part of a conspiracy. I think the son of a bitch should have been executed, but our liberal Rosebery court overthrew the death penalty. I think the whole Manson family should have been executed. Yeah, he died in prison, but if it weren't for the liberal Rosebery court, they all got recalled when we had a Republican state. Charles Manson would have gotten the gas chamber. So would Squeaky Fromm, and so would the other one, the one who tried to kill Gerald Ford. They both tried to kill Gerald Ford. We tried to kill Gerald Ford. I can't remember the other one's name, but I was there watching her trying to shoot Gerald Ford at the side of the St. Francis Hotel. I saw it. I had to deliver something to my mother's friend who worked in the hotel, and the crowd was there, and I saw the gay guy, the Army veteran who committed suicide over behind. But he jumped her and got the gun out of her. And there, I was coming down Post Street and went right to the entrance of the hotel, and there was Gerald Ford coming out, and this woman tried to kill him. That whole family should have been executed. And I know someone who had a friend who died in that. I think his name was Stephen. Not the person I know, but his dear friend was killed there. So horrible people. I think if you murder somebody, you should get the death penalty, period. And in the old days, you watch Perry Mason in the old days, you got the death penalty. Prince Charles is weird. He's not all there, you know. He's probably the weirdest member of the royal family, except for Princess, what is her name? She's very forward-spoken. Agnes or something, I can't remember her name, terrible names. But Prince Charles is strange. He wants populations to be executed. He has a lot of very odd ideas. He's weird. God, I can't think of her name. I was reading something about her the other day. And no, I think the electoral college is still a good thing. Not just because I'm a Trump supporter, but it was done to balance the big states and the little states and give the little states an equal amount of power. Remember Hillary Clinton, I won the popular vote. Yeah, but you lost the electoral vote, and if you want it changed, change the Constitution. But don't declare the winner to be an illegitimate president. They said that about Ronald Reagan, George W. Bush, and Donald Trump. And yet they didn't say it when Jimmy Carter became president, or Bill Clinton, or Barack Obama. And Barack Obama was an illegitimate president because there was forgery on when he ran for senator. He should never have been. Yeah, well, I can't prove that. So I was told, though, by an Irish person of Irish descent who had been an IRA member that Lord Mountbatten was a molester. I have no proof of that, but that's why he was blown up. He was molesting Irish children. But I don't want to get blocked on YouTube, so let's move off this discussion, please. I'm going to remove these comments. because I don't want to get blocked or somebody claiming I'm violating YouTube rules. I don't want to get into any discussion of that. I just know it exists out there, and I personally, if you molest children, if you hurt children, if you hurt women, if you rape someone, if you abuse children, you abuse animals, or up to me, you get the death penalty. At the end of it, then you stop the abuse. But beaten or abused, and women and men, because some men get abused too. There's no call for this, and harassment and all that other stuff. No excuse for it. Fluffy is drinking water. Texas dog? I don't know anything about a Texas dog. Know nothing about a Texas dog. The only dogs I know. Kathy asked me if you have digestive problems if you eat too many hot dogs, and I said, yeah, you can. I ate 5 Dorito Schnitzel chili dogs one day. Big mistake. Yes, Hassan Ross Perot died. I think I voted for Ross Perot. I liked Ross Perot. I didn't care for John Anderson. But both of them took votes away from the Republicans. And Ross Perot, remember he said that giant sucking sound. You hear an American company leaving the U.S. heading to Mexico. So he talked about that. And he was absolutely right. I have acid reflux. Now, I used to have ulcers. They're gone, supposedly, but the aggravation from the trolls has brought them back. Yes, I will eat Hebrew National or Nathan's, but mostly I eat chicken. I try to away from turkey franks because they can give you eat too much turkey, you get gout in your toes. And I have enough pain in my toes. I eat Foster Farms chicken franks, or I'll eat Nations or Hebrew National. Or I do eat the kielbasi, which I think has turkey, chicken, and beef. I'm not sure, but the Hillshire Farms. But don't eat that often. But I was eating a lot of turkey franks. My mother said it'll give me gout, and she was right. So I'm not sure if Gord is acid reflux or some other animal. And who is that? It's little girl. Little girl. Little girl there. Little girl is showing up. Here comes little girl. Little girl. There's little girl. Hello, little girl. There it is. Oh. Uh-oh. Who's coming? You again. How come you never use the elevator?
I like my exercise, to be honest.
Huh?
I like my exercise.
Oh,
to be honest.
Okay. Sorry, Rich. I'm going to drop the damn iPad. Hold on. Hold on. It came out of the.
She's gonna be coming up in a second.
Boy, hold on. All these people using this. What happened? Sorry about that. I lost the signal and I dropped the item gird. Not as much as it used to be. Cat added to it. So, yeah. Gout is uric acid, and it shows up in your toes and somewhere else. I'm not sure where. They like to walk up the stairs. They get the exercise. But I have a bad knee. I don't do up very well. I do down. This is, if I put this thing in the iographer where it won't fall down, then the signal cuts out. It drives me crazy. I'm getting hungry. We need rye bread. That's how bad it is. And for about a week, I got to throw it out. I had turkey dressing, or dressing. I was eating dressing. All I had to eat was breaded dressing. And my mother, I didn't believe her. She said, "You eat too much." I was eating turkey franks, and turkey rolls and turkey. And she said, "Eat too much turkey, gout." I thought she was full of it. She was right. I looked it up. So, good night, Abram. That was his name. I was eating a lot of turkey lunch meat too. And the problem is, what the hell am I going to put on a sandwich? You got tuna fish, you got canned chicken. You know, a lot of butter. I like to put butter on the baked potatoes. Can make some potatoes, I guess. But all I got to put on is ketchup to them. Tomorrow we'll go get salad. I'll get some salad. Probably a couple Cornish game hens, and it'll give me $20, but I gotta see how much I got in the bank too, in the other account, Capital One account. I think I might have $9 in my credit card. I don't really use it unless I have to. I use my Capital One card to pay for this. So next month I'm gonna pay over. Yeah, well, I had trouble spelling off, so I have trouble saying it. Yeah, balsamic vinegar, but every once in a while, they had a sale last year, buy one, get one free, and I got Thousand Island dressing, which I love. One day I will sit down, my kitchen is very cramped, I gotta clean it. It's been too hot. I would love to make my own homemade dressing, but I like pickles in the dressing. I have a mini food processor to chop everything up really fine. And maybe I need to dig that up and get the jar of pickles. And I don't know how. I know Good Seasons or whatever it's called. You had a shaker, cruet, and you could put all the ingredients and use their ingredient. But the best way to get herbs and spices and make your own. I think it's good seasoned. I like balsamic vinegar, but the problem with balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, it's so damn expensive. I like Thousand Island dressing, French dressing, Italian dressing. I cannot eat blue cheese. Make me sick to my stomach. I cannot eat ranch, same thing. I cannot eat buttermilk. So those are out. Kathy loves blue cheese and ranch. I call it ranch dressing. And I don't eat chives. Oh God. Hummus is horrible. And we've eaten in restaurants where the food, we take one bite, we go, what is that? And, it was horrible. But I think the grossest thing I've ever eaten, my friend Glenn is dead now. He had his housekeeper cook, tend to make him spaghetti. Now, I eat the things when I cook a chicken, but he made it with chicken gizzards and chicken livers and not beef. And not meatballs, even turkey meatballs. And I ate some of it, and I was hungry, and it was really gross. So, well, I got another one tonight. If it's there, I'm going to go out and have something to eat. I'm going to go buy some cat food. I'm going to buy groceries. I'll probably take a trip of my own and go to San Francisco and go look at some bookstores. Then the problem is, how do I get back? But I really would like, maybe what I'll do is get up about 6 in the morning, step the bus. It's presumed I get enough sleep. and take a trip to San Francisco. Or I might go out to Pleasanton or Walmart, go to Red Robin, have a hamburger and fries, and I don't know. The one bookstore I used to go on Polk Street is gone. They moved it or went out of business, and so I'm not up on my bookstores anymore. But I go use bookstores a lot. Yeah, I could go to the new Golden Corral and try that. Um, and then do a video outside. There's nowhere to sit outside there. It was J.J. Norris, and it was the horrible hometown buffet, and now it's Golden Corral. I could go to the Buffalo Wild Wings across the street. I could go to the New Barnes and Noble across the street. I could go to a pizza place. There are all kinds of places. Panera Bread and across the way in the Willows Shopping Center where Half Price Books. All kinds of places I can go. So, yeah, the problem with Golden Corral is some of the food is not very good. Their desserts are terrible. Night being there. Bye bye. I'll say hello. Sizzler, the Sizzler in Concord went out of business. It's now a Mongolian barbecue place. So it's hard to find a Sizzler. We've seen one on the road, but remember Sizzler declared bankruptcy a few years ago, and restaurants are closing all the place. Thank you again for not being there. Have a good morning or good night. By the way, the Mad Whacker said he loves my videos. So, no, Coco's is gone. They had Caro's and Coco's. They're all gone. There's one Coco's in Sacramento. I'm still trying to get Kathy to go there. She didn't want to go they have pies there. I went to pie. I love pie, but she didn't want to go. So next time we go to Sacramento, we're going. She went to Prime. She was obsessed with prime rib. I found the gift card with Stewart for Black Angus, and next month we're going to go to Black Angus. Get her prime rib and a bloody mud pie. Probably the desserts of Black Angus, I'm not interested in. But I want to go Coco's and all kinds of pie, and I filmed the inside several months earlier in the year, so I want to go to Coco's. American Pie, no, I'm sick of that song. Cherry pie, like peach. Peach is my banana cream, coconut cream. Those are what I eat. Apple with ice cream on it. Kathy likes lemon meringue, lime, key lime, pecan pie, stuff I would never eat. I ate lemon meringue once in a while when somebody had it and it was the only thing to eat. But about 2 years ago, Coco's decided that they wanted to they got bought up by an LLC, and they fired they were supposed to give 90 days notice. They gave no notice. They closed all the restaurants on April Fool's Day. One of the rottenest things I ever saw a company do, and put thousands of people out of work. There are Coco's and Caro's in Southern California, but there's one in Sacramento that I'm not going to. By the way, down the road from that Coco's is Sunrise Mall, and the Citrus Heights police, and I don't know if the sheriff showed up, but some nut showed up and started shooting at them, and they blew him away. The Chinese buffet is out of business that we used to go to. We miss it a lot. That was in Antioch. So this guy started shooting at a mall. Sunrise Mall is a major mall up there, and they killed him. Why he was shooting, who knows? He shot a police dog. The police dog got shot in the jaw. He'll be fine. They said the police dog saved 2 officers' lives. The police dog jumped in the guy or something. He shot the dog in the jaw. It's been treated. It'll be fine. And an officer got shot. So that was more craziness. I used to go to Sunrise Mall a lot when I lived up there, and Birdcage Walk, which is right down the road. Although they enclosed Birdcage Walk now, it doesn't look as cute. It had little gazebos, and it looked really cute and everything. Comic book store there. So, I have not seen a lot of buffets up in Sacramento. We looked for a listing of buffet. There used to be a whole bunch of buffets down at the peninsula, but they're all gone too. The millennials don't go to buffets, and they're all dying. If you want to go to a buffet, go to Vegas. There's buffets everywhere. Reno has some too. Kathy thinks about going to Reno and said, we need a better car. There's the four-door, it looks like a Cadillac. That's what I miss my old Cadillac I had. It was a great car. Yeah, buffet tour. Hello, Adam. Buffet tour would be, I could do that. All you could eat bird, you know. Show up in Las Vegas. What if someone donated $200 so we could go to there's a buffet, I forget what casino it's at. The Cosmopolitan or something. All you can Vegas. Great channel. I've never watched it, but it'll make you very hungry. He goes to every buffet in Vegas. But there's a buffet, you have to reserve it, and it's only a certain day. I think it's on a weekend or something. It's $100. $99. And then there's buffets. It's $35, but if you pay an extra fee, you can get in ahead of the whole line. Millennials don't like, and they can't afford to buy a house, but they won't eat buffet, they won't eat fast food. They're probably eating tofu sickles, and bean sprouts, and perversions like that, and soy turkeys, you know. But I want manly food. I want a plate of food and several plates. So, even though I can't put when I was 18, I could put it away at a buffet. Can't do that now. You know, 3 is my limit. You know, I usually get potato salad, and I get a salad, and I get some fried chicken, some pizza, some spaghetti, whatever else is there now. If they have cracked crab legs or lobster tail, I'm gonna go crazy. So. Yeah, they need a safe space. Stick them in, just fill their mouths full of M&Ms, which will drive them crazy, and they'll shut up. I don't know. I'm sick of hearing about millennials. Oh yeah, they're also mad that a lot. I've heard something. Rush maybe a lot of millennial or maybe no, it's a Nori. Millennials are staying home because they can't afford to buy a house in California, and they have to take care of their boomer parents who are aging. And they're mad that they have to take care of their boomer parents, and they resent the boomers. Not their parents necessarily, but they resent people like me who are baby boomers. So, screw them. You resent another generation of people, you're selfish. I resent being poor. Snowflake stir fry. Yeah, right. The most disgusting meal in America. The liberal snowflake stir fry. Eggplant Pelosi. There you go. There. Bernie Sanders souffle and Ocasio-Cortez food with nothing in it because everybody would have to be equal. You know, you would never. You just have an empty plate. And it wouldn't be fair. The vegans wouldn't want it, and the millennials wouldn't want it. There's no meat, no fish, no pork, no chicken. It would be like just an empty plate with maybe and no knives. Can't have forks. Spoon maybe, plastic of course, and no tea, no coffee, no soft drinks, and maybe sparkling water. That would be your meal, you know, sparkling water, but only organic sparkling water, which is silly because technically everything that grows, there's a plum tree across, everything is organic. Me too, Andrew. Yeah. Hey, Christopher, you can make some money doing that. You should create a gag gift. Me too, egg drop soup. Would that be a fertilized egg or an unfertilized egg? Oh, God. Oh, good. Wasn't Howard Weinstein, was that the guy who got indicted too for something? Used to run a network or studio or something. You're talking about Epstein. There was Howard Weinstein did something too. Yeah, cider of liberal tears. Yeah, liberal. You could have a new product: liberal tears and for dry, and liberal no tears for dry, and conservative no tears for dry. You know, blue state and red state tier products. There you go. There's a line for it. I should create that. Maybe if I ever meet President Trump, help me start blue state, red state eye products. Yeah, see, all these Jews, the rich Jews, the poor Jews don't do this. We don't go out and molest people. I molest a sandwich at a Safeway for $8. You know, the giant sandwich. That's my idea of molesting. I I eat the sandwich. And my life revolves around food. There's nothing else to do other than do these videos. Can't go anywhere without Kathy. Yeah, human trafficking. That guy. So. Ever wonder about they never get charged with people walking the sidewalk? That's human traffic, but never get charged. Nobody. I go to San Francisco, it's people walking all over the place, crossing the street. Nobody gets charged for. Hey, you're in traffic. We're going to charge you with human trafficking. You know, if they arrest celebrities engaged in human trafficking around the world, the jails would be bulging, would be overflowing. There's lots of human trafficking in Europe. Women being sold into prostitution and bondage and all that. And slavery in some countries. Boy, that's noisy. I don't have an air conditioner, but it sure was noisy. They turned it off. What the hell that was? My neighbors went by, they put an air conditioner in front of their apartment. They've cut it all over up by boards. I wonder what's happened to the earthquake. They would fall out the window. The only traffic I want to see is the guy from Brown Cable or Domino's show up with a pizza, or Pacifica. Kathy bought me a whole pan with Little Caesars, and that wasn't bad. But she was talking about the chicken and bacon with onions that we get. And it's got honey, and it's wonderful. We haven't had that in ages. It's like $35 for a pizza for the extra large. Pizzas are not cheap anymore. I'm trying not to eat. I always forget about the pizza and I take it out of the oven and it's burned. I get busy looking stuff on watching videos on YouTube, and I have to deliberately watch the clock for my oven burns everything if I leave it in there too long. I'm not careful with it. About 18 minutes for the pizza, maybe 15, but it overcooks everything. But pizza is one of my big weaknesses. Well, I'm running out of stuff to say. The problem with doing videos, I haven't done unlive videos because people seem to like the live videos. But I've run out of ideas after 9 years. What am I going to talk about? I need a new Mac. I need a new MacBook. I need a new iPad. I'd like a car. I'd like better internet. I'd like to get the hell out of this apartment. I'd like to go to a ball game. Maybe I'll take part of that money and go to a Giant Journeys game. I haven't been to baseball. Glenn's been dead for a while. I haven't been to baseball, and the whole time I've lived here, I haven't gone to a ball game. Yeah, I love my look. Oh, I got 500 paranormal books. I didn't say I didn't love the internet. I didn't love the internet. I didn't love the paranormal. I started the video tonight talking about Area 51. You can't get any more paranormal than that, and aliens. But how much you going to talk about? There's Chupacabra. We haven't heard much about him or it. There's Bigfoot. There's aliens. There's ghosts. There's werewolves, vampire. I'm watching a diagnosis murder where it looks like someone's been killed by two guys have been killed by a vampire. Probably one of the weekend hosts. They'll bring some stiff in. I don't know. Yeah, I would love to have George Knapp take over, but he didn't want to do it. And I don't think Nori will ever retire. He'll do it till he drops dead on the air one day. I haven't heard that CD. I'll listen to that tomorrow. The other thing I like to... I have my CD player. I'm going to have to dig it up. I can plug that in, listen to Nori, listen to the Coast to Coast CD. Then there's that, whatever the guy sent tonight, he has the live broadcast. He said to the 11th possibility of a 7.0 happening in Ridgecrest, and that hadn't happened. We did have a couple of odd earthquakes here. We had one at China camp right up the road, a small one. Then we had another one nearby. We had 3 earthquakes that were small, like 3s. And that was the first seismic activity in this area since Ridgecrest. Very quiet. Yeah, Jimmy Church. I can't stand Jimmy Church. I don't like any of the substitute hosts. The only one I liked was John B. Wells. I love John B. Wells, but they got rid of him because of his politics. You know, if they wanted to, they wanted to be daring, and Coast will never do this. They should bring back. God damn it! I'm getting more and more senile with every day. I can't remember his name now. I got the 10-star general part. The name has left my brain here. No. Mr. Norrie, how dare you? How dare you, Mr. Bell? What the hell was his name? Yeah, JC, I keep wanting to JC Wentworth, but JC Webster, there, thank you. See, I have to do association. It's like that 6 degrees of some. You go from one guy to the other guy to the other guy, but I have to dig them out. It's what happens when you get old. You forget stuff. I get up to come out here, and sometimes, why am I coming out here? My brain goes, why am I going outside? I forget, oh yeah, what I want to talk about tonight. Oh yeah. Forget what I want to talk about when I'm already come out here. It's like, how dare you, Mr. Norrie? You stole my wallet, you criminal. You are part of the mafia. You're criminal enterprise, Mr. Norrie. How dare you, Mr. Bell? I miss Art and JC. I have listened to those over and over, and I'm still falling on the floor with laughter. Where is J.C. Webster when we need him? How dare you, President Trump? And he sounded like, he sounded like Ross Perot, which made me wonder, was Ross Perot J.C.? How dare you, Mr. Clinton? With that giant sucking sound, all those American companies headed to Mexico. And he was right about NAFTA. How dare you, Mr. Norrie, not have the guy from Pittsburgh as a guest host? How dare you, Mr. Norrie? I'm still waiting for that second interview you promised me. Another voice that sounds like JC is Pat Buttram. movie fame and Green Acres. Pat Buttram sounds like JC too, or maybe JC was Pat Buttram. We never know. We never know who JC was. Rip Taylor, yeah, I love Rip Taylor. I think Rip Taylor may be dead now. I saw Rip Taylor. I saw Rip Taylor at K. I can't remember what the TV station was. It was Channel 5 in San Francisco. He was on People Are Talking. He was absolutely nuts. He would come out, throw the confetti, and he had the wild wigs, and oh, he was funny as hell. I saw him live. So back in the '60s, when I was in junior high school. But they would have an audience. You go see the show for free, and they had Moms Mabley and Red Fox and Bill Cosby and all kinds of comedians on there and movie people, and it was great. I wish those were on YouTube. Rip Taylor made Liberace looks great. Yeah. That's funny. That's good. But I didn't know about gays then when I was a kid, so it's just like, but he was hilarious. He just is so wild over there. He used to be on Mike Douglas a lot too, and he would crack Mike up, and he'd be on Merv Griffin occasionally. There's another guy, Mervyn Griffin, Arthur Treacher. Arthur Treacher is his sidekick. Came out with the fish and chip shorts. Arthur Treacher fish and chips. We like fish and chips too. We go all the way to the H Salt place in El Cerrito, the only one in the whole Northern California left. There used to be a lot of them in San Francisco. They're all gone. We miss them a lot. We love fish and chips. Kathy loves fish and chips. Place called Tugboat, not so good here in Concord, locally. That's a great line. Rip Taylor probably kept the confetti industry in business, except on New Year's Eve. Maybe I could have Patty go as Rip Taylor for New Year's Eve, for Halloween. Oh my God. Kathy is Liberace. I don't know who I would go as. She looked me to go as Frankenstein or the Mummy. No, we did not feel the 7.1 earthquake here. In fact, the Bay Area has been so seismically quiet. Those 3 earthquakes at China Camp and another one, and there was one out in the ocean 68 miles off the coast here, and there was one about a 2 off the San Francisco Zoo, but that's the only 4 earthquakes since Ridgecrest. We've had nothing up here. It's like something has blocked all the quakes. There were quakes about 200 miles away from Ridgecrest recently. And if you look in the earthquake app and you go location, you'll see this solid, if you drew a line across the screen here, it's with one giant yellow with a few reds and a few green, that's intensity markers. But it's just a swath of yellow on my earthquake app, earthquake light. It's crazy. Now, they felt it in Sacramento. Some claim they felt it in Fresno. But I think it's your ground and the composition of the ground, if it's rock or whatever. Now, I've had quakes from Rodeo that way, up Highway 4, and Hercules, we felt them. I've had quakes from Piedmont, we felt them. I had quakes from Berkeley, I felt them. This building shook visibly. And across the bay in on the way to Napa, American Canyon, where the epicenter was 2 years ago, this building went like this, and it went up and down. My sofa bed rose off the floor with me on top of it. It wasn't folded out then. I was sitting on it, and I had my other iPad, the one that got stolen. I didn't think to turn on the iPad because I had 10 seconds. Well, I woke up with a start that morning. It was 5:20 in the morning, and 10 seconds later, the quake wave hit, and this building went this way, it went this way, it shook. and the sofa bed rose completely off the floor. Now a sofa bed is awfully heavy, and with me on it, it must have weighed maybe 1,400 pounds with all the weight. I've hacked apart a sofa bed once. I had to cut it apart, and it's full of metal, and it just came right off the floor. The whole sofa bed rose off the floor, all four ends, and I'm hanging on both sides for dear life, going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, for about 25 seconds. And yet I talk to people next thing, you feel the quake. I was sleeping. How do you sleep through a 6.4 earthquake? I don't get that. So I did not hear any sound from it. All of a sudden it hit, and then I heard sound. This building creaked and shaked and shimmered. And now there is a thing, I've looked down here. There are cracks in this concrete. I don't know if it's from earthquake or from moisture, but this concrete along here, there's cracks along the bottom of the stair line. There's cracks coming across this concrete. I'm sitting. I asked the city once about the sidewalk is buckling in parts. They said that's tree roots. So it's not earthquake. We've had fours hit this building, and so no, it was not Patty. I called Kathy up. Patty talked to her in the afternoon, but it was not. That was a phony Patty. That was not the real Patty. And Kathy said, no, if it had been really Patty, Patty would have driven up and she would have gone after Kathy, she would have gone after me. It's not Patty. So it's another fake, another phony, another troll. And I don't know how they can get away with using the real name anyway, which I'll not mention, but I should find that channel and report them as being an impersonator. I need new headphones. They're Bluetooth. There's a symbol, but these were cheap. They work, but this thing, this is called a iLive, and this part came apart, and it slides, but this part, the only way to hold it together, the wire there, and that's how I listen to YouTube at night. And got the guy through Project Bluebeam. I don't know about Project Bluebeam, never heard of it. You need to get headphones. I don't know if you can get a headphone with a microphone. I used to have the Microsoft microphone, but it died. Stopped working one day. Of course, the headphones I really want to be would be hooked up to a radio station, where I would be doing live call-in show. The problem is, how would I get rid of the troll? No, these are not Dr. Beat. These are Dr. Beat Up. These are Dr. Beat Up. See, he's been to the emergency room, and they put surgical tape on him. So, yeah, I don't know if that would work with the iPad either. I have no idea. There is, but I don't think any of their things except for the little, and I can't find the damn thing. I have the little mini microphone. I can't remember the name of it, but I can't figure out where I put it. And I can never get it to work. I have to go down to Southern California and take it into Blue and get this damn thing to work on my iPad. Blue makes great microphones, but they're all geared for computers. They're not geared for tablets. If I ever get a better MacBook, maybe I could use a new Blue microphone on it. It will work. My 2009 MacBook Pro. But I love Luke Miani. He said buy the 2019 MacBook Pro. He bought one today. It was $1,200. But even I put $120 a month away if I could. If we weren't saving for Prius, it would still take me 10 months to make the money. By that time, they'll come out with a new MacBook. A karaoke mic. I don't know. But then it's again, do I have the money to buy that sort of thing? And will it work with this The only problem is there, if it's Bluetooth, then it screws up the sound. I don't. There is no way to use the Bluetooth. If you use the Bluetooth to hear, then you can't hear me talk. So I don't know how you would do that. Unless I could put it in the charging port, and then I'd start losing power. So it's, what I really need is a MacBook that can go live with enough. If I look like Bob Parker's gonna come here and spay and neuter me, I'll be so mad. No, I won't look like Bob Barker. Bob Barker's rich and thin. I'm poor and fat. I'm not gonna look like Bob Barker. Maybe Carnival Barker. Bob Barker, come on. Bob Barker. The price is wrong. I got no hot babes selling cars either. I get a Yugo or something. I have to wear I don't even own a suit, so I have a suit pants but no jacket. So not gonna, and I used to have a suit jacket. I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. I may have left it at my mother's and forgot about it. I think I did, and that's why I don't have a suit jacket anymore. She dragged me to Temple all the time. I hated it. Stop wearing them finally. I'm not wearing a suit anymore. I roast in there. It used to get super hot in the high holidays and die of sweating. I may be more like Drew Carey, and he's lost weight. He's rich too. All these guys have money, they lose weight. And I don't look like Johnny Olson, who died. Another guy who died in the airport. If I'm on the grand prize when I bet 3,200 bob, Johnny Olson, the announcer for The Price is Right, had a massive heart attack in, I think, the LA airport, died. So, and Johnny Olson been announcing Goodman and Todson shows for years. The current announcer of The Price is Right is strange. He's very weird. I haven't watched Price is Right in a while either. When I had my DirecTV Now, I used to watch Price is Right in the morning, just out of boredom, with nothing else on. I'm not going to watch The Spew. I'm not going to watch People's Court, Divorce Court, Angry Judge Court, whatever. I'm not going to watch Court TV, Rod Roddy died. Oh, I didn't know Rod Roddy died. My breast cancer with a male. It's very rare. Well, I think it's only about 10%. I didn't know Rod Roddy had died, but there's another guy doing it now, and he's strange. Thank you for that. My Price is Right news. I don't know if I look better than Drew Carey. I watched the show once or twice, but they had that meme, the very large, heavy set woman that grossed me out, so I couldn't watch it with her. Roddy Piper. That's a different guy. That's a different Roddy. I met Roddy Piper. Talked to him in Sacramento when he was in the ring, so I liked Roddy Piper. Wink Martindale, now there's a name. Did a lot of game shows. Was not a big fan of Wink. My favorite host was Bill Cullen and Alan Ludden, the late husband of Betty White. Betty White, I think, made a deal with Satan. She's still going, like the Energizer Bunny. Roddy. Well, he did that. It's Alive, They're Alive, whatever the hell they live movie. That was the strangest movie I ever saw. Bob Eubanks. Yeah. What the hell did I watch? I sat and watched a taping of Split Second with Tom Kennedy at ABC back in the 70s. I was down in LA and I went all the way to ABC and watched Split Second, where they gave away. You had to narrow it down to 5 cars, and only one would start, and you had a chance 1 out of 5 would win. They live, yeah. That was they answered questions, and then you would get a key, and you would try to start the car, and if the car started, you won a car. So, whammy whammy. No, I don't. Never heard of whammy whammy. With my teeth that have problems with whammy whammy, I'd probably say whammy yammy or whammy your mammy or yammy your mama, and I'd be picking it by the NAACP. You know. Ain't gonna do no Al Jolson songs either, you know. Call me a racist. Stack of pancakes, you know. Press your luck. Oh my God. Yeah, I'll know the name. Don't ask me. Look, I'm more into championship bowling. Bowling for dollars. Hell comes to Frog. I've heard the name. I know nothing of this. Okay. Okay. I'm, I'm gonna remove that comment because that's that's don't want any references to that on this channel. I get enough trouble. Oh my God. Uh, Tic Tac Toe. Yes, now we're getting into game shows. Okay, tonight will be truth or poverty. The guy in a bicycle again. All these guys running around in bicycles. Yeah, I'll have to. No, I don't think I have killer clowns in outer space. I did not. I don't think Roddy was in there. I've watched it probably 20 times. One of these great bad movies, that and Space Invaders. That the worst movie I think I've ever seen. One of the worst movies was Ankle Biters, where these midgets are vampires. Yeah, the train is that way, about 8 blocks. Sometimes at about 4 in the morning, the train gets super loud, and I've been out here. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Midgets, antiques, game shows, and trains. We could have some here. Or little people, you know. Can't come with that. I go down and watch trains occasionally. I have to walk all the way down there, and it's hot right now. It was 80 something today, so I don't, you know. I've sat at the Amtrak though, waiting for the bus, and I watched the Amtrak come in. I've done videos showing the trains coming in, the trains going out. Antique midgets, yeah. I watched Tootsie Roll. Oh, I left in my other shorts. I wouldn't know one diesel engine from another, but I like to watch trains. No, I don't like nerds. Never liked nerds. I like chocolate covered Raisinets. I like these non-real things, sprinkles on them. I like Boston baked beans. I like the Willy Wonka banana thingies. You know, I like Getsy's some kind of cow things that have caramel in them and white stuff. But I'm trying to lay off candy because it's. I've been very good when I go to Walmart. I used to every time I go to Walmart buy a Milky Way, a Hershey bar, a Hershey what is that thing? Symphony. I'm not buying candy except when we go to Seeds. Then I buy my milk chocolate, butter chews, and my butterscotch. I did get cravings one night. I bought some chocolate and I ate it all. Get cravings for milk chocolate. Kathy does not like milk chocolate. She did not like white chocolate. She liked dark chocolate. I can't stand dark chocolate. Now you're making me hungry again. Snowcats, yeah, that's it. And Midget goes missing. They put the picture in the back of a half and half carton. No, they put it in those little cartons of creamer, little pints, you know. Like, maybe they put it in the back of pints at the school lunch program, you know. Have you seen Billy Barty? He's missing because he's probably dead. A Take 5. Yeah, I did. I didn't care for it. I also tried the Hershey's Gold. I didn't like that. I think it had peanut butter in it. I didn't like that either. Someone said in chat one night, "Have you tried Hershey's?" I went and bought one. It was terrible. But in my stack of Blu-rays, I have Killer Clowns on Blu-ray. Killer Clowns is sick. Look, missing Midget picture on a bazooka gun wrapper. Oh boy. There's another animal. I could never pop bubbles. My sister could pop bubbles. I could never pop a bubble. You have to use your tongue or something. The other was Fleer and Fleer's Double Bubble, the competitor. Bazooka had the worst jokes in the world in strange comics. You ever notice we've never heard of a little person being abducted and probed? Maybe because the genetics are wrong for human hybrid little people. It doesn't happen. We've also never heard of a hybrid Bigfoot and a human, or a hybrid chupacabra. Billy Boy and the Walton Circus comes to town. I didn't watch the Waltons. There's supposedly some outtake of the Waltons. They all tell John Boy to shut the bleep up, and they start beating him up and stuff. I'm cat against Santa Walton either. I thought the Walton was stupid and annoying. Good night, John Boy. Good night, John Boy. Good night, John Boy. Shut up. No, Aquaman hasn't watched any of the movies. I'm still trying to finish watching Kolchak, and I've got a bunch of laundry piled up on the TV table. I gotta move. And Kathy wants to have me watch Aquaman. Well, with Aquaman, excuse me, every time I think of Aquaman, I think of Wonder Twins, and I think of the guy, and Aquaman summons its finny friends. Beep, 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 beep. You know, the whales show up, and swordfish, and tuna fish, and Charlie the tuna, chicken of the sea. They all would show up in a giant school of all kinds of different fish. And she said the movie that he lifted a submarine. So he's a lot powerful than the old Aquaman. No, I do not have Pee Wee's Big Top on Blu-ray. Pee Wee Herman annoyed me. It just, he was like, he's not gay. Remember, he got busted in the porn theater for whacking off, but he's too over the top. He had a blonde that was very bosomy that I liked, and he had the weird chair that would talk or move or try to eat you or something. I watched Pee Wee's Big Top, the program, briefly, and then I said, "This is too bizarre for me." I'm more of a Jim Varney. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? Jim Varney kind of go. Ernest. We've watched Ernest movies, so we like Ernest movies. Guy smoked himself to death, got emphysema, but he started his career doing John L. Sullivan Chevrolet commercials in Roseville. Captain Ennis used cubes of Jello. Yeah. Cheap Chinese steel handcuffs, huh? Excuse me. I'm probably have to quit this soon because my voice is going. I'm getting a headache from the pollen, the wind. But remember, every movie I bought cost money too. So I haven't seen any. They always have these movies. The remake of the Lost World, or the remake of RoboCop, or the remake, or some movie you didn't want to watch when it was new, and they put them in a bin at Walmart, and they're crap. Just don't want to. Really bad movies show up in the bin at Walmart. Kathy found Aquaman, and I think she paid $12 for it. Every once in a while, I find something worth buying, but usually it's I have a lot of weird. I've shown my Blu-rays, but I should show all my movies sometime. Weird stuff I picked up. Half-price books and DVDs for $1, and I picked up a whole bunch one night. Well, I think I'm going to end this. I'm starting to yawn, and my body is saying you're hungry and you're sleepy. And Grumpy and Sneezy and Dopey and all those guys are in my brain now. I won't pay $10 for a movie unless I have something I really want, like a John Wayne movie or The Longest Day or something. Some of the movies are ungodly expensive on Blu-ray. I've seen ones that I really want. They're like $35. And I'm going, what? Or Criterion, which are really super expensive. I wait till the price drops down. And no, I've not seen E.T. I've never seen Gremlins. Gremlins. I know Gremlins are creepy. I don't care for the. Now the movie I watched, the movie series I watched, I really liked. And they're creepy. Were the Tremors movies. Kathy got me into watching those, and I thought those were sick, but they were great. And another movie I have the what is that movie? The Vampire Bar in Mexico movie, which I think is Quentin Tarantino, but don't quote me, with Salma Hayek as the vampires, and all these guys show up. I didn't have Jim Brown or somebody in there, but one of those black stars in the 60s, he was in there kicking ass. But can't remember the name of the name. Something Night or Tub Girl. I don't know what I haven't watched. I've got The Watchmen on DVD and a Blu-ray. I've never watched that. I've got a bunch of other stuff. There's about 50 movies I haven't watched yet. Fred Williamson, thank you. Yeah. Fred Williamson. I've got I'm Gonna Get Your Sucker on Blu-ray. One of my favorite movies. PMS. I've got PMS, you know. Out the window, out the door. Out the window. I've actually heard that long before that movie in other venues. You can go out the window, you can go out the door, you know. Your choice. I've got Airplane. I've got Blazing Saddles. I think I've got Dracula Dead and Loving It. I've got History of the World. I've got Robin Hood and Tights and Robin Hood and the Seven Hoods. So Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, and a cast of several. And I've got Ocean's 11 and Ocean's 13 and Ocean's 12 or whatever the hell. Well, I've got both Ocean's 11. Cop and a Half? No, not Cop and a Half. I've got now. I've watched. I think I've got True Lies, but not on Blu-ray. And I've got what was that stupid thing that didn't make any money, but it has its charms. The Arnold movie, where he's playing a fictional detective inside a movie and they're this kid. I've got that. I've watched that a lot. And I cannot remember the name of it right now. Too many movies. I've got Colossus, The Foreman Project. If that thing worked better, I'd take the thing in and show you the movies. But, Airplane and Airport and a lot of John Wayne and James Bond, Star Trek, Cop and a Half, Burt Reynolds, Total Recall. I don't know if I have Total Recall. I've seen it. I liked Outman, which I don't have. I liked the one where Arnold goes to Mars. True Lies too. I think Total Recall was the one where he goes to Mars. That was Kathy couldn't stand that movie. We've watched True Lies together. We like True Lies. She loves that movie with Bruce Willis where he's in the future with a robotic cab and the gay guy, the gay black guy. I love Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen was cool. Watched him film Bullet when I was a kid. Went around town on the bus and followed them filming Bullet. And so I saw The Getaway, Steve, and I saw the one where he did, he was a bounty hunter. It was the last movie, I think. He did a movie, Ebsen, near the end of his life, too. I can't remember the name of it. It's a serious movie. Ibsen. Can't remember the name of it though. But Towering Inferno, of course, and one of the things, John Landis played a guy dying in the Towering Inferno. He was doing extra work for years on the spaghetti western. No, I do not have Turner and Hooch. I'm not that big of a Tom Hanks fan. I have Catch Me If You Can, and I watched him in Bosom Buddies when he first came out with Solari, whose career has not gone the way Tom Hanks has done. Watched Apollo 13. Catch Me If You Can is a great movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. He does a great job playing the con man. I have his books too. Frank Abagnale. So I've watched Red. What was the Arnold movie? Red something where he plays a Soviet cop. He goes to Chicago with Jim Belushi. And I like that one. I don't know about Adam's Family. Adam's Family movies, I like them. I didn't like the second one as much as the first. It's sad Raul Julia died of a heart attack. Red Sonja, I've never seen it. Don't know. Never seen Conan the Barbarian either. So, but I love the old Adams Family. I just watched a clip recently where they had all the train wrecks from Gomez Adams wrecking the train, including Morticia as dressed up as a little girl with pigtails. Go, can I play with the trains? Lionel must have made some money for that show and American Flyer. I don't know what trains they were using in that, but they were great. Blue Waffle, I've never come up with movies I've never even heard of. Blue Waffle. That go with Blue Bunny and Blue Buffalo, I guess. Blue Waffle. Blue Waffle, the movie. I've got blue waffles. Wow, 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 wow. Well, I'm starting to choke out here, so I think I'm going to have to go. My voice is completely going because of the wind is blowing off the grass falling. So I think I'm going to end this one. It's been fun. And, yeah, Red Heat. Passengers, no. Is that the one with, oh, God. See, I know its character name, Keaton. Alex Keaton, but what the hell is his real name? He has MS or something. Is that the one with him where the planes are taken over before they crash and the people are moved? What the hell is his name? Michael J. Fox. I don't know if that's the one or not. Kathy likes that one, and there's another one he did where he talks to ghosts or something. Yeah, she liked those movies. I didn't. I'm not a Stephen King fan at all. Clowns creep me out like Nori doesn't like clowns either. So, but I love Killer Clowns. It's so sick. So never watched Pet Cemetery or any of those, or the Kathy Bates one, or It, or any of those. I don't watch Stephen King. I don't watch horror movies like Kathy does. She likes hack and splash. I want Dracula and the werewolf and the wolfman, the mummy. She liked the mummy movies, the remakes with about 8 million CGI creatures. Don't care for him. She brought up Pokemon yesterday and the Alien movies. Oh God, please, no more. Langolier, yeah, thank you. Sounds like the weird word. Can't say that. The world's weirdest lighting system. Langolier, isn't it? Or you're in Venice. Some writer, I think it was Robert Benchley, or it may have been George Kaufman. He went to Venice and sent me a telegram. I can't remember. I didn't hear the last part, but he said the streets are flooded. Send help. That was funny. That was the interview with John Landis, or it was the interview with Steven Spielberg. I can't remember. He said he sent me a telegram. Rimworld. I read Rimworld. That was Larry Niven a long, long time ago. Ages ago when it came out. I have met Larry Niven and his wife, Fuzzy Niven, so, when I was a member of Losses. Dear fellow. We weren't great friends, but we hung around together at conventions and drank beer and sang and talked stories. And he got sick last year and felt not well when he went to a convention and died. Friday he was not feeling well and he was dead by Monday, so I miss him a lot. That's where my nickname Falkenberg came from his character, John Christian Falkenberg III, the great mercenary leader of the future. No. Not happy birthday. Kathy sang happy birthday recently. Uh-oh. There are bugs and some kind of moth. There's a moth flying around under my light. No mosquitoes showing up either. So, no, Jerry and I corresponded back and forth. He had Chaos Manor, his blog, great blog. It's still up as far as I know. But he and I discussed military and history and economics, and he had a brilliant mind. Pro-military, pro-NASA. Very big into old computers. Told me years ago to get a Gateway when I was looking at my first PC. I am not going to dress up as a Pokemon. I don't. For one thing, I've looked at the costume, the spirit, and I'm too big. More like Snorlax anymore than Charmander. Who's in here anyway? Can't see. 8 people. So anyway, I gotta go. Because my voice is turning like this. I think there's something wrong with it. Oh. No, I'm not gonna go Blastoise or Squirtle. Mostly because I'm sick and tired of hearing her talk about Blastoise and Squirtle. You know? Maybe that goes to garbage bag. Pokemon, where am I fitting in my apartment? Oh my God, you're in here. What the hell are you doing in here so late, Raymond? Welcome. I'm not ready to quit though. I'm sorry about this. My voice is going. My nose is starting to run again too. My nose never walks. Just runs. No, she wants to be able to hook up the switch to her TV. I did that for YouTube, and then it lost the signal. Her AT&T is primitive. Her wiring and her building, they told me, is even older than my wiring. So, I don't know when the hell they built her building, but this will not work in her apartment. Going live, I cannot go live in her apartment. There is no cell phone repeater in the area, which is weird. It may be that where she lives, she's right next to a freeway. You can hear the cars going. So it's too noisy. But there's no way to get live Wi-Fi. Not live Wi-Fi. The LTE will not work at all. And even out on the lawn, I couldn't go live. I couldn't get a signal at all. I couldn't get the internet at all. Very weird. Tried to go on the internet in her apartment with my iPad, and I could not get any kind of a signal from the internet. It's like a dead zone. No super chats from Kathy. She might be able to start her own channel on her computer, but you'd have the same buffering because all she has, and she does not have the high-end DSL that I was paying the $100 a month for, $110 whatever that was. That's my phone too. I want to go to someone I don't have to pay for the phone service since I've got the Android phone. She had the AT&T come up, but she's paying $10 a month. She gets the cheapest, lowest speed possible. Besides, her apartment is in a dash area. She's got crap all over the floor, and I want to go up there one day when I have the energy and it's not too hot and just clean. I cleaned the whole apartment about within the last 6 months, and then within a week she had a trash. She throws everything on the floor. It's terrible. I hate it. I feel very uncomfortable when I go up there. And she doesn't wash the dishes. She has a dishwasher, and she leaves dishes with food all over the sink. And I go, why? How can you live like that? And she carries it, so it's like, no, she does not build Legos. Neither do I. By the way, I'm amazed. For a while it didn't work. Careful, I don't drop this again. The little lights in the planet are still working after all. I bought them for $1, not with a light one there from Walmart, and the little ghost and the little Christmas bulb and the little pumpkin still work. She didn't like Charizard. She went Squirtle, Blastoise, Venusaur. That's her 3 favorites. I found some toys on eBay that attached together. She didn't like them. I'm a Charizard man, Charmander, Charmeleon, and Dragonite. These are my favorites. Oh, weird noise came out of my throat. Like a honk, like a squeak and a honk. There's fighting words. You don't say you hate Charizard on this time. So I've lost the signal. Look, this thing keeps losing its signal. I'm in this. This is sometime tomorrow night. I wish I wouldn't be gasping here, coughing, and choking. Have a great morning, a great evening. Have fun. Thank you for the donation from Australia again. As soon as the super chat money goes through, I will go out and do something fun, and you'll see me live. You might see me live. And I got a new tripod. I would like my tripod. One tripod did not work very well, and the other one's broken. So use a new tripod. And with that, I'm going to go in and have some hot tea because my voice is going, my nose is running, and I'm getting cold. So 1 hour and 28 minutes. And I'll be glad when I can come up to $72 to buy a Wi-Fi dongle. Then I can do this Wi-Fi and hopefully it'll work better than what it has been doing lately. I hate it for the purposes of the viewers when the signal cuts out, drives me nuts. Thank you for coming in and mentioning all the movies, some of which I've never heard of. There's